Going to one of the Gold Coast's most popular parks can be daunting, especially if it's your first time and you've saved all your pennies to get there. There are lots of tips, tricks and secrets to save you some money and to get the most bang for your buck. But it always pays to do your research. Let's go through how much a day at SeaWorld on the Gold Coast would cost you. First, let's start with airfares. Gold Coast Airport in Coolangatta is the closest major airport to SeaWorld, located 22 kilometres south of Surfers Paradise and 90 kilometres from Brisbane. All major Australian airlines fly into the Gold Coast, so you don't have to worry about lack of flights. You can get return flights from Melbourne for about $160 and the same from Sydney. Mind you, if you're a budget traveller like me, you may even find cheaper flights. Or you could drive. Don't forget to add in the cost of fuel, accommodation and any food on your way up. Car hire on the Gold Coast can vary. Big brands know how to squeeze you for all your hard-earned pennies. I recommend doing as much research as possible on this and calling around to find the best deal. Gold Coast Family Car Rentals is always a safe and affordable option for families, as they offer amazing rates on strollers, car seats and porta-cots. You name it, I'm sure they'll have it. Even if you're a solo traveller, they'll pick you up from the airport and drop you off after your car hire period is finished. The other option is to take public transport or your own bus transfer. I can recommend Connection, door-to-door airport transfers. They'll pick you up from your hotel and drop you off at the theme park and then pick you up at the end of the day. These are a very affordable option and we've done these before. SeaWorld offer a wide range of passes, but which is best value and which would suit you? Let's have a look. Starting with the lowest bang for your buck to the highest. Now, SeaWorld have already gone ahead and given you better pricing for more visits, but it's always nice to hear this from a real person and not through their website. Starting the list is a single day pass. At the most expensive per day, because it's one day, it'll set you back $99 for an adult, $89 for children aged between 3 and 13, and $89 for pensioners. I'd only recommend this pass if you're desperate to ride Leviathan and it's just opened, or that's all you can afford for a single day and you're not in Gold Coast for very long. The next best pass is the 3-day pass, priced at $149. This pass gives you the same access as a single day pass, but for 3 days in a row. This pass is good if you've got a bit more time up your sleeve and want to take it easy to see as much of SeaWorld as has to offer. These next passes are a bit more expensive, but they'll give you much more bang for your buck. If you have the time on your holiday, I would recommend looking into getting one of these passes to make your pennies go a little further. A 7-day pass will set you back $159 and a 14-day pass is $199. Both of these passes give you unlimited access to SeaWorld and are best if you have a longer holiday planned and you want to spend the afternoon there or a morning there or even the whole week or two at the park. Now the 7-day and 14-day pass are really good value for money, though the best pass that I would recommend is the One Pass. What is One Pass, you ask? A One Pass offers unlimited entry for a year. It gives you access to special events like White Christmas at Movie World, Carnival, and spooky nights at SeaWorld. If you live near or in the Gold Coast, you can get a locals pass for $169. If you live anywhere else, it's $245. Mind you, these passes only pay for themselves if you go for more than 7 days in a year. Otherwise, I'd just get a 7-day pass. Now the great thing about SeaWorld is that it's part of Village Roadshow. Village Roadshow own Movie World, Wet n Wild, Paradise Country and SeaWorld. This means that any multi-day pass can be used at either of the 4 Village Roadshow parks. Unlimited entry to any of these 4 parks, depending on the pass that you have. These tickets can add up quickly, but if you're a member of RACV or NRMA and other organisations, they can offer you discounted tickets. I'd jump onto the website and see what kind of prices you can get. Accommodation is probably the biggest expense on any holiday, but it can be very affordable on the Gold Coast. I found that using Airbnb or Booking.com can be the best way to find good deals and stay close to the main attractions. SeaWorld have their resort at the back of the park, although they're rather pricey, but you can get the occasional good package and good rates. I'd check Booking.com because you can get a night there for about $200 for 4 people. Some of the perks of staying at SeaWorld Resort is that you get your own entrance in the morning to the back of the park at SeaWorld. You do still have to line up, but it's not as big as the early morning rush at the front of the park. Airbnb offers a great range of stays to cater for everyone. Depending on the time of year that you visit, prices can range from between $90 and $400 a night for a nice apartment or room. Airbnb can be one of those touchy subjects, but we've actually found it to be really good. We stay with Superhosts. They are hosts that have had a lot of reviews and a lot of people stay with them. They usually have the best apartments and can offer the best deals. We've stayed at both SeaWorld Resort and at Airbnbs, and we found the biggest difference is the direct entry into SeaWorld and the service rooms at the resort. Now for our favourite part, food. How much will food set you back at SeaWorld, and what are the best places to eat? You'll be glad to know that I've gone to every eatery in SeaWorld and found the prices for each. I'll recommend some of my favourite meals, but you know your budget and you know how much you can afford to spend on food. I always try to pack lunches and bring snacks to save some money, but there's nothing like getting a loaded sausage or a country-style chicken burger to enhance your fun-filled day. If you didn't know already, you can jump onto the SeaWorld website, go into Park Info and then Food, and you'll be able to find some better deals for buying online. Once you receive your receipt, you go up to wherever you are eating and you show your voucher, they scan it, and then you can get the meals you ordered for cheaper online. So let's dive right in, starting with the food court in the middle of the park. Prime Burgers is one of my favourite places to eat at SeaWorld. It offers tasty and semi-healthy burgers with chips on the side. Although the prices aren't amazing, for what you get it's actually pretty good for SeaWorld. I can recommend the crispy southern chicken and the loaded hot dog. The Pizza Shack is next to Prime Burgers and is actually pretty good value for money. For $15 you can get a pizza, garlic bread and a regular drink. I can recommend Meat Lovers and the barbecue chicken with bacon. Those go down really nicely. Portion size is pretty good. It's about the same size as 2 slices of a large pizza, but it's square. Also in the middle of the park is Exotic Filled Candy. Now this candy is amazing. It's, on the pricier side, but if you're into this kind of candy, I would go for it. On the corner is a frozen Coke zone. Now not only can you get frozen Cokes, you can get your refillable drinks, but a nice cold beverage as well. But don't forget, you can't take your alcoholic beverage outside the undercovered area. On the corner is also a refill station. Now usually you'd go up and refill yourself, but this time there's a staff member doing it for you. Now something I love about SeaWorld is their refillable drinks. You may have seen before, but it's much better to jump onto the SeaWorld website and get 2 of these souvenir sippers for $20 than it is to get 1 for $14 in the park. And it's free refills all day at any Village Roadshow park. That means you can take your cup to another Village Roadshow park and refill it for $8, then have unlimited refills for the day. Moving outside the main food court next to Nickelodeon Stage is the Parlour Ice Cream. They offer your selection of ice cream in either a cone or a sandwich. We sometimes stop here in the middle of the day to get a nice cold ice cream to keep us going. Next door is the Dockside Tavern, which is a bar and restaurant. They're a little bit more expensive with their fish and chips starting at $19, but if it's in your budget, why not? Moving to the back of the park, we have Castaway Bay Kiosk. This is a seasonal kiosk and opens usually over the holiday periods. They offer a much smaller variety of food, and it's not particularly a main place you'd eat, but you could get things like sausage rolls, pies, nachos, and muffins, those kind of finger foods you'd take throughout the park. Moving to the front of the park, Lakeside Cafe offers a variety of foods. Think of it as the fast food of SeaWorld. They give you fish, you could get burgers, chips there, the same kind of things at the main food court, but it's more of a takeaway style. There's also a refill station, ice cream, and some healthier options. One of the big drawcards of SeaWorld is their animal adventures. You can swim with the dolphins, get behind the scene access with polar bears, meet some penguins, have a seal encounter, go tropical reef snorkeling, or even go on a glass bottom boat. So let's go through the prices. Let's start with a dolphin couple adventure. At $649, you get your own private experience for 2 adults to interact with one of SeaWorld's dolphins. Behind the scenes at Polar Bear Shores is $99 per person. You get to see the inner workings of the polar bear enclosure. Dolphin Aqua Adventure for a child. These are $189 and give a child an opportunity to meet a SeaWorld dolphin. Dolphin Deepwater Adventure. These are $259 per person, and they're definitely for those who know how to swim. Seal Aqua Adventure. These are $169 per person, and you get to hang out with the seal for an afternoon. Shark Bay Glass Bottom Boat. This is one of the most affordable adventures at SeaWorld at $15 per person. It's a 10-minute boat cruise and you get the best view of the aquarium. Shark Bay Discovery. These are not currently running because of the shark encounter cage experience. Tropical Reef Snorkel. These are $79 per person and you get to snorkel in the aquarium. Dolphin Family Adventure. These are $769 per family and you all get to hang out with a SeaWorld dolphin. Marine Rescue Ranger. These are $129 and you get to hang out with SeaWorld's rescued animals. Some of these are dolphins, seals and even turtles. Meet the Dolphin. These are $169 per person and you get to have your own very special encounter with the dolphin. Penguin Antarctic Adventure. You get up and close with penguins and these are $139 per person. Seal Encounter. These are $89 per person and you get to hang out and play with the seal. The next thing to think about are photo passes. Now the best photo pass I would recommend is going straight to the Fast Photo Pass. This allows up to 6 family members unlimited digital photos for 12 months. Don't even worry about looking at the other photo passes, jump straight to this one as this one is by far the best value. There are lots of extra things you could do at SeaWorld, from helicopter rides to feeding the stingrays or even getting an airbrush tattoo, and hair wraps and braids. The small airbrush tattoos start from $12 and go all the way up to $35, while the braids go from $30 all the way up to $40. You wouldn't think hair braids would be that popular, but I was very surprised. Every second girl had their hair braided, and those air tattoos were pretty popular too. In the middle of the park they also have sideshows, which they called Midway Games. They had ring toss, short shot, tub toss, water racer and goblet toss. Now these are 6 games for $30, or you could pay individually for each game. One of my all-time favourite activities at SeaWorld is feeding the stingrays. For a few dollars you can get a bag of feed. It's a bit daunting at first feeding the stingrays, but if you hold it in between your knuckles just right, they'll take it out of your hands and you won't even notice. It's an amazing experience. The most expensive extra activity at SeaWorld are the SeaWorld Helicopter Scenic Tours. These start at $55 and go all the way up to $169. The shortest flight is 5 minutes and the longest is 20 minutes. Now, last but not least are the souvenirs. At the end of the day, it's always nice to walk through a cool souvenir shop and check out what they've got. The great thing about these souvenir shops is that they cater for everyone. I've picked up hats, plush toys, and lots of key rings over the years. It's important at the end of the day to stick to your budget. If you've got some money left over, why not get a nice t-shirt or a polar bear plush toy or a backpack? The variety is almost endless. There are shops placed throughout the park, but the one at the exit has the most variety. Unfortunately, there aren't usually discounts, but I'd say the prices are okay. I bought a hat years ago from SeaWorld and I'm still wearing it today. Let's see how much a 4-day and 3-night holiday would be for a family of 4 with 2 adults and 2 children. Let's say you've done really well and you've managed to keep your costs down. It'll turn out to be about $3,866, give or take a few $100s, but you should be able to keep it around $4,000. Well, that's it. I hope this has helped with your next trip to SeaWorld. If you like this video, please let me know by subscribing, give us a like, and comment with any tricks or tips you might have about going to SeaWorld. Stay safe and happy travels.